Single-use plastics have only been used for about 70 years, and in that short time span, trillions of tons of plastic have entered into the ocean at all locations and at all depths. These plastics do not decompose, and they instead photodegrade as microplastics that persist in the ocean forever. Most marine debris isn't intact trash, but instead the microscopic remains of plastic cups, fishing nets, utensils, and other items. There are currently 15 to 51 trillion tons of microplastics in the ocean, taking up 90% of marine debris. These microplastics contain toxic PVCs and are consumed by marine species, biomagnifying up the food chain and increasing in toxicity at every trophic level. 700 known marine species, including fish and filter feeders, have plastic as a part of their diet, and as a result, microplastics and PVCs have entered the human diet through fishing. Current research efforts have explored biological and technological solutions to the problem. Nanoscopic magnets have been engineered to separate polymer particles, and genetic engineering techniques have been explored to have species metabolize plastic into organic matter. The waxworm has been discovered to be the organism with the highest metabolism rate of plastic. The organization, the Ocean Cleanup, has constructed a trawl that is predicted to clean 50% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in 5 years. The problem is that even with the efforts of nonprofit organizations and research, there's still the constant addition of plastic into the ocean, about 8 million tons added annually. Some countries and regional governments have banned single-use plastic items like straws and disposable bags, but in order to cut off the source of the issue, a global effort is needed. We are responsible for the destruction of every marine ecosystem on the planet through our wasteful practices and irresponsible disposal systems. The amount of plastic we have disposed into the ocean has suffocated and poisoned thousands of species and destroyed thousands of habitats. Now is the time to change our habits and remedy this problem.
The first part of our solution will be to genetically engineer a whale to be able to essentially consume and digest plastic. So obviously genetically engineering organisms is something which is already being done, but this is being done primarily at lower trophic levels with minor fish species. And the problem with this is that these fish simply don't consume enough biomass to make a sizable dent in the issue of microplastics and marine debris. Whereas whales, the largest whales can consume up to 16,000 pounds of food a day. So obviously that would have a much greater impact. In addition, another problem with the current approach of genetically engineering fish is that if the fish consume the plastic but do not have time to digest it before they are consumed by another organism, there is a chance for the plastics to bioaccumulate. Of course, with whales, this issue kind of goes away because no organism is going to consume a whale, so there's no chance for the plastics to bioaccumulate, which really makes this solution a lot more effective.
The second part of our solution is a global initiative plan to reduce future plastic buildup and clean up plastic already in the oceans. Our first step is to have large companies switch to biodegradable products, which already exist. Seaweed disposable bags are one alternative product that is beginning to be used more. Also, products made out of cornstarch and plant materials are being produced with the same durability as plastic while still being biodegradable and producing no carbon emission. The second step of our initiative plan is focused on the fishing community. 46% of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is from plastic fishing nets, so fishermen will be required to use nets made out of alternative sources. In an effort to clean up the plastic, large-scale boats must use plastic catching trawls on the back. This trawl can pick up microplastics and larger debris and has already been designed by the Ocean Cleanup. In addition to the $1 million Kinney dollars, companies that contribute to the plastic buildup will be financially required to contribute to this global initiative cleanup. The main issue with most initiatives already being used to clean up marine debris is that no cleanup can keep up with the constant addition of plastic disposal. So our plan aims to reduce future plastic buildup while cleaning it up.
Our solution will work because if the altered whales continue to pass on the genetic code enabling plastic digestion, this trait will eventually dominate whale populations, allowing for incredible quantities of plastic digestion. The global policy will work because it creates an incentive for countries to participate in this initiative while also encouraging habits that will save the planet. Right now, you can take steps as an individual to help save the planet, like recycling, using a reusable water bottle, organizing beach cleanups, and eating sustainable seafood. With your help and the help of Kenny Bucks, we'll be able to make a difference and clean up our oceans. Thanks.